Greetings once again, fellow book lovers. It's time for another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I present to you a very, very highly recommended book. And this time out, this is a great one. It is Framed, Astonishing True Stories of Wrongful Convictions, written by John Grisham and Jim McCloskey. This is published by Doubleday. It retails for $30 in the US, $39.95 in Canada, and page length is 352 pages. John Grisham is certainly known for his great fiction. He's written some great legal thrillers. He's one of the most popular authors out there, and he decided to write a nonfiction book with his fellow author, Jim McCloskey. Now, this is really, really a unique story. Now, we all know John Grisham, but Jim McCloskey is the head of Centurian Ministries. It is an organization, nonprofit organization, dedicated to helping those who have been wrongly convicted of whatever, murders, robberies, etc., helping them be exonerated. And there are 10 stories here in the book, 5 written by John Grisham, 5 written by Jim McCloskey, and together they create a most shocking example of justice gone very, very wrong. The first story, The Norfolk Four, is a tale of 4 sailors who were out one night. It was the night before one of their wedding. There was a bachelor party. They went to different strip clubs. It was supposed to be one last bash of a night, and it turned into the night from hell. Someone had been raped and murdered that night, and because people saw a car that was similar to what they were driving, investigators or police were told that that must be the car. So it wasn't too long before the 4 of them were rounded up, and it wasn't exactly good cop, bad cop, because these cops were relentless in trying to say, why don't you confess? You're the killer, and you're the person that was part of it, that you were seen, and they lied constantly, but they just didn't get the 4. Soon, these investigators thought, well, there must have been a 5th, so they rounded up a 5th one, and a 6th one, and a 7th one. And as John Grisham says in the book, it was like the Keystone Cops. Well, I've seen the Keystone Cops movies, they're hilarious. I don't think the Keystone Cops would be that stupid when it came to, trying to railroad people. And that's exactly what it was. In fact, they wore these people down to the point that they started to think maybe they did do something wrong, and they were convicted. And these many years later, Centurion Ministries looked into it, and they helped exonerate them because they weren't guilty. The actual person was out there, and this book should make you angry, because there are 10 examples of justice gone off the rails, justice gone very wrong, and people railroaded. There's another story called The Fire Doesn't Lie. And Todd Willingham he woke up to his house filled with smoke, and he had 3 daughters, and he tried to rescue them, but the flames were so intense that he could not, and his 3 daughters died in the fire. And right away, he was suspected of, being an arsonist, setting the fires to kill his children, which was totally ludicrous. He was a good family man. He loved his children, but soon the police and the authorities thought, well, no, we found the spots that the fire was started, which it was a lie, and the witnesses lied. Everybody lied. He was unfortunately executed in Pennsylvania in 2004. It later, of course, he was exonerated after the fact that they proved that the investigation was bogus and that he was an innocent man. And there's another story, Unknown Male Number 1, where 3 black men were charged with raping and murdering a woman. And once again, it's out there that they were conveniently arrested, that there was racism there involved, and witnesses came forth, they lied, and it's just frustrating when you read this book and you read about all the cases where people were, innocent totally. And the authors do an excellent job. John Grisham and Jim McCloskey do a fantastic job of presenting these stories. Hopefully there will be other books, because this is very eye-opening. And you hear stories today where people are railroaded by the police, small town sheriffs and things like that. It's not just in movies or fiction books. It still happens, and it must be stopped. But this book is a great, great read. So if you're looking for an excellent true crime nonfiction book, this is definitely for you. So if you do purchase it, please let me know if you do agree with my review, because this is definitely one of the best books that I've read so far this year. So thank you for watching my book review. Hopefully you will come back for my next. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. But I will see you very soon with another great book. Until then, stay safe, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.